Welcome. Now we'll look at the next question, still based on GCSE question on rational expression. Now let's look at how to express as simply as possible. So what we are going to do here is similar to what we've done before, right? So remember in the previous question we did simplify this part of this equation or this part of this expression. So simplifying this is going to give us n. This is going to give us n into n plus 2, or divide by, if we simplify this gives us n plus, this part of the expression gave us n plus 2 into n plus 4. Alright, so this is what we did this in the previous question. Now this is going to become times, this is n plus 4, and divided by, here we have n squared. This is n squared. Alright, so what cancels out? Let's look at what cancels out. So you can see here that what can cancel out is n plus 2 and cancel out with n plus 2. Alright, now and then we are now left with n in this first numerator multiplying by n plus 4. All of this is divided by n plus 4 and n squared. So similarly you can also see here that n plus 4 cancels out n plus 4, so we are left again with n over n squared, and this can further give us, so n can cancel out 1 and n can cancel out 1 left, so this is going to give us 1 upon n. Now this happens to be the answer to this question, 1 upon n. So here is the answer to the question that was given to us. So if we simplify that, n squared plus 2n upon n squared plus 6n plus 8 times n plus 4 divided by n squared, this is going to give us the answer to this question. Now let's look at the next question. Now in the next question, this is left for you to try, so you kindly pause the video and then take your turn. Remember, if you have any challenge, you could go back to the previous question that we've solved, look at the question, and then take your time while you proceed on to the next question. And once you're done, you drop your answer, we'll come back and then we'll solve this together. Alright, now it is your turn. Alright, now believe that you solved your part of the question. Now let's look at it together. So first step, we're going to factor this part of this equation, and that is going to give us, so what is common between 4x and 12? That is going to be 4. So this is going to become 4 into x minus, so we take 4 from 4x, we'll have 4 left. We take 4 from 12, we'll have 3 left. All of this is divided by, now here if we look closely, this is difference of 2 squared, so this is going to become, this is going to give us x minus 2 and x plus 2. So if you expand this, you're going to get the difference of 2 squared. Alright, it's going to give us the factor of 4 is 2. So one is going to be negative, the other is going to be plus, then multiplied by, this is multiplied by this. So factor this side is going to become x into, x is common, so take x from x, we'll have x left, plus take x from 2x, we'll have 2 left. Now all of this is going to be divided by, now we'll factorize this. This is going to give us, think of two numbers and when you multiply to give you minus 3, because we have a coefficient of 1 here, minus 3, and when you add the product, it gives you the middle number, which is minus 2. So that number is going to become x, now x plus 3, this is going to become x plus 1 and x minus 3. So one of the products is a plus and the other is minus, right? So that is going to give us the middle term. So going from here, we'll look at for what will cancel out. So you can see from here that x minus 3 can cancel out x minus 3. And you can see here that x plus 2 can cancel out x plus 2. So what we're left with now is 4 all over, with 4 all over x minus 2 times x as numerator times x as numerator times x divided by, so here we have x plus 1. Here we have x plus 1. X plus 1. Now let's go. Let's see what is this going to give us. So what is possible here? Now let's go. From here, this is going to give us 4x in a numerator, all divided by, here we're going to have x, here we're going to have x minus 2, we're going to have x minus 2 and x plus 1. So this is as far as you can go in this expression. So this happens to be the answer to the question. Remember, the question states as far as you can go, as possible as you can. So this is the solution to this question. Alright guys, so we'll see you in the next question, even to look at your answer if this is what you got, and then we'll look at the next question. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Here we'll ask to express as a single fraction in its lowest form. Express as a fraction in its lowest form. So what we're going to do here by solving this question is look at our denominators, and then that's going to become, we're going to take the LCM of our denominator, which is x minus 5 and x plus 3. Now, so the LCM of this is just going to become the product. So this is going to become multiplied. So this is going to become multiplied by the product, which is x minus 5 and x minus 5 and x plus 3. Now let's look at this. So x minus 5 divided by x minus 5, this divided by this, we have x plus 3 left. So this is going to become, so we're going to have 2x here as a numerator times what is left. When this cancels out, when this cancels out, x minus 5 cancels out to x minus 5 because they are the same denominator. We're left with x plus 3. So x plus 3 is going to multiply with the coefficient, with numerator. So this is going to become x plus 3. Now, so that's what we're going to do now. Then go to the next one, minus. Go to the next one, minus. Now, we're going to the next one, x plus 3. We cancel out x plus 3. So look at this. So x plus 3, we cancel out x plus 3. So what we have left in this bracket is nothing, just have 1, right? So now what we have left from this, so once we cancel out this, what we have left is the other number, which is x minus 5. So this is going to become x minus 5 into the bracket. So here we have x minus 5, and then multiply by 1, which is the coefficient. So multiply by 1. So this is multiplied by 1. Now let's take this again. So what we did here was the first step. We saw the factors are x, the LCM is x minus 5 and x plus 3. Now once x minus 5 cancels out with x minus 5, we're left with x plus 3. Now x plus 3, which is in the green bracket, multiplies the numerator, which is 2x. That's what we had here. We're going to express that later. And then now we'll go to the other one. So our denominator is x plus 3. We cancel out x plus 3 because they're the same. What we have left is x minus 5 in the bracket. And then the result that is left is going to multiply with the numerator, which is 1. So once we're done with that, we're going to go on to the next step. So here the next step again is to now multiply this out. Alright, so now we have 2x into x plus 3, then minus So here we have minus. So this is just going to become x minus 5, bracket close. All of this is divided by the x minus 5, bracket x plus 3. Now let's take this over to this part. What is this going to give us? So now we're going to expand bracket. Now let's look at this. So let's look at the bracket. Now before we do that, something is possible. We can cancel out some things here. So you can see that we can cancel out x plus 3. We can cancel out x plus 3 right here. Alright, and don't forget that we can cancel out there's a minus 1 here. Remember, so this is minus 1. So remember that we can also cancel out this, and this will cancel out. So we'll have here that x minus 5 can cancel out x minus 5. So what we have left here is equal to 2x and then minus 1. So this is the answer to this question, 2x minus 1. 2x and minus 1 as the answer to this question. You can pause the video and take a look again. Right, so you can see what's all playing out here. X plus 3 cancels out x plus 3, x minus 5 cancels out x minus 5. So you can see that, and what we're left is 2x minus 1 as our numerator. So this is the answer to this question. You can pause the video and then go through it. Once you're done, then we'll move on to the next question. See you in the next question. Alright, now the next question, this is your turn to solve this question. Alright, so we believe that you should be able to solve this. So we're going to pause now, and then it's your turn. Once you're done, we're going to come back to solve the question together. Welcome. If what you did was as great as correct, then let's walk through it together. So same thing, we're going to look at this question. This is going to become, so this is x plus 1. So this is x plus 1 as a numerator. In our denominator, we have difference of 2 squares. So this is going to become x minus 5 and x plus 5. So how do you spot out the difference of 2 square? The difference of 2 square is always written in the terms of a square minus b square, and this can be written as a minus b bracket a plus b. So how do we resolve this? So this can be written as, since we have x squared minus 25, this can be also written as x squared minus 25 is 5 squared. So here we have, so we reduce this in the form of this, right? So this is going to become x minus 5, and the second is going to become x plus 5. So that's how we got this question here. Now once we're done with this, we're going to do minus, then here we have 2 upon, now this x squared plus 5 is going to factorize. So what is common? X is common, bring out x, and what is going to be left in the bracket is x plus 5. One way to check this is to multiply back again, and you have the answer. So x times x is x squared, x times plus 5 is going to give us plus 5x. Now let's look at for what is common, and then we are going to cancel out. Right? So if you look at this bracket, you can see, so looking at the bracket, you could see that x minus x plus 5 can cancel out x plus 5. So denominators 2 that are same can cancel out. Alright, so what we'll have, so making the question more simple for us, so this is going to become x plus 1 as a numerator all upon x minus 5, then minus 2 and upon x. So similarly, we're going to look at this by looking at for the denominator. For our LCM is going to become x minus 5, and so it's going to become x and x minus 5. So this is going to become our LCM, right? So quickly, x minus 5 cancels out x minus 5. We will have x left and x into x plus 1, which is our numerator. The remainder must always multiply with the numerator. Then we have minus here. So x will cancel out x. What we have is x minus 5. But that x minus 5 is going to multiply the numerator, which is 2. So we have here x minus 5. That is the remainder when x cancels out x. So let's take this here, expanding that. So before expansion, we can even cancel out from here. Alright, so now let's look at what is common from here. We will see here that we have x minus 5, can cancel out x minus 5, so that makes it easy. Now what we will have left is x into x plus 1, and then minus 2. All of this is divided by x. Okay, so we will factor this out. So we can see that here that s can cancel out x. So s can cancel out x. So what we have left in this equation is x. This gives us x plus 1 minus 2. And if you expand this, it's going to give us x, and then plus 1 minus 2 is going to give us minus 1. So the answer to this question is x minus 1. X minus 1. So this is the simplest form at which we're going to simplify this question. Remember to pause the video and go over it again, and once you're done, then you're quite sure that you're good with algebraic expression. All right. Okay, so with expressing rational expression, how to simplify rational expression. Right now we're going to stop here, and then we'll see you in the next lesson. Don't forget, alright, don't forget that you can subscribe to our free videos, alright, so you can check out Daniel Math Academy, our YouTube channel. On Daniel Math Academy, you can register now for, or you can book for your maths, English and physics online tutoring class by calling the number on the screen. Okay, call the number on the screen. That's for you want to book for a child and for maths, English and physics online tutoring. Okay, now also, well, at this point we're going to come to the end of this lesson, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you, and see you in the next class.